Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to Kicker Rocks Podcast 2 Drink Minimum. We are going remote once again today because it's the lovely pandemic still going on, and your Kicker Rock boys are getting a little stir crazy. So we got together for the first time in a while, and the four of us are talking about what we've been doing these past couple weeks during the pandemic, and what we've been up to, how we're surviving, how we're getting on. So, if you would be so kind, grab yourself a drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy. What's up, gentlemen? Cheers.
Cheers.
Clank.
Hey, everybody listening at home. Cheers to you as well. This is Kicker Rocks Podcast 2 Drink Minimum. Welcome. I am Bill.
Sergio.
All right. So,
JT.
who else is here?
Tony Marino.
Okay, good. Very good. You'll have to excuse us, everybody. We are recording this remotely. We're getting used to the remote recording here where we can't see each other. We're gonna do our best and get through it. But we're recording remotely because we are on. Why are you FaceTiming me in the middle of a podcast, dude?
Why is your phone on?
I don't know. So we are. You just want to see my face.
I want to see your faces.
That's fair enough. Well, if you didn't know, there's a little situation going on out there in the outside world recently, and that's got us to talking. We've been going a little stir crazy, maybe, and we've been trying to pass the time. So this podcast is about what we are doing during the pandemic, what we've been up to these past 2 weeks to help pass the time, help get through it, and help us survive, how we're surviving. So, yeah, guys, who wants to get things started? What have you guys been doing during this?
Me, I'm just social distancing as much as I possibly can. You know,
social distancing as much as you possibly can.
Hey.
There I am. I figured out how my phone works now.
No, it's been weird, man. Like I think you mentioned that on a previous podcast. Sergio and I flew back in from Europe, like kind of right before the bigger lockdowns started happening. So since we got back, it was kind of like first being informed about everything that was going on, and then just kind of like, all right, this is what we have to do now. And I haven't been working. I work full time at a restaurant and a bar, so that's kind of a reality check for me. And I've kind of just been trying to do a lot of stuff around the house, man. I had to open up a wall to hunt down a leak. I cleared out my garage today. I'm just working on a bunch of different stuff around here. So yeah, just been trying to keep busy and not go crazy.
Have you been watching stuff? Like, what have you been doing activity wise to like?
Dude, there's busy? So much content and all these different platforms right now. But like Jess and I, because she's still working at the jail like every day, so she'll come home and it's just like you're basically just trying to find something that isn't on network TV as a distraction. Because the moment whatever you're watching on network ends, there's something on the virus. And don't get me wrong, we should be paying attention to what's going on and learning. But like hearing the same thing drilled and by 15 different people will start to make you go crazy. So it's like it's been a lot of Netflix. We Ozark season 3 came out. Like we binged that in like 3 days. It was crazy, and it was pretty good.
I haven't seen that yet. Is that good? I love the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, everyone's great. Like all the actors in that are phenomenal. The writing's great. It's been a lot of fun. There was a new actor introduced this year that I've seen in some other stuff. This guy, I can't remember his name, but he was really good. So yeah, it's been good, man. But like, we're all trying to pay attention to what's going on, to do your part and stay home and distance. But at the same time, it's like you're trying to live your life and not go crazy just thinking about that 24/7. So you just distract yourselves with a TV show or a hobby or busy work or something.
Dude, what you said, there are so many
platforms,
so many platforms and streaming services and stuff like that. That reminded me that like now that everybody is like indoors and everybody's like Skyping more and talking to each other more. I use Skype as if like you're saying like Band-Aid, because, you know, it's like adhesive medical strip instead of actual Band-Aid, which is a brand name. You know, Skyping is a brand name because there are way too many different things to call and conference people on.
Oh yeah.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
Like to chat with people, I've got like 8 things on my home screen on my phone right now. And then it's like people are like, hey, let's do a thing on Discord. No, you got to download Zoom. No, WhatsApp is the best. No, GroupMe. No, you got to do this, that. And it's like, now we're on Zencaster right now. And I'm like, I never even fucking heard of this one. Like, what the fuck? There are so many of these things.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's ridiculous. It's like, and I feel like I've downloaded more apps than I have in my life in the last like 2 weeks to like, you know, like try and do a conference with somebody or hit people up or whatever.
Well, and to that point, it's like I feel like we're living in a time where, and JT, I said this to you earlier, where it's like, you know, for the longest time, like movies that talked about what the future is going to be like kind of talked about what we're trying to figure out as a world right now, where it was like, oh, the future is going to be everyone is just like at home, you know, looking at their screens and video conferencing each other. And it's just like for the longest time, movies were never fulfilled what, like, oh, in the 90s, people thought in 2015, you know, Cubs would win and everything would just be like 3D, you know, holograms. Well, it's like now where it's like, okay, let's immediately flip this switch and figure out how can everyone just be at home and function as a society, getting work done via video conferencing and communicate with family and see a loved one and, you know, see a friend's new baby with these video pictures. And it's just like the world had just had to quickly jump into what we thought the future was going to be like 20 years ago.
Yeah, basically. Because I have not like FaceTimed or Skyped or whatever so much in my life as much as I have in the past 2 weeks.
I've only done it once this week on accident through Snapchat with a bunch of bartenders. But it was nice because I accidentally pressed it and then we were all cracking up and talking for like 15 minutes because we all miss each other, you know? So that was cool. And then I've tried to FaceTime all 4 of you or all 3 of you like 3 times tonight. Nobody's answering, so it's super depressing. I'll probably never do it again.
We're in the middle of recording a podcast.
But I want to see your faces, and I miss you guys.
Am I still on yours or no? Am I just looking at myself?
Oh, I hung up on that. I hung up on that a while ago.
You hung up on that?
Oh,
it got
I've
weird.
literally been looking at myself.
You blurred. You are so vain.
Wow. I didn't know if there was
your
like
face blurred out and there was an exclamation point on top of you. I didn't know what to do.
One comment I want to make on everything you just said, Tony, there was one thing you talked about. You mentioned social distancing and then like the fact that like, you know, just all the news and the media and things that people are saying on social media. I feel like for me, I've never been like 100% like I'm all about social, generally speaking. I do a lot for Kicker Rock, but like my personal stuff, I've kind of not done a lot. I will admit that I feel like I've kept myself in a place of calmness, generally speaking, because one, I don't follow the news too closely in general. And I don't follow social media too much where I haven't been bombarded with a lot of the things that people are posting about, you know, the virus and things that they think they know and stuff like that. So like, I think I'm just going to go out on a limb here and just say like, I've been doing like not just social distancing, but social media distancing in general to just keep me from hearing other people's perspectives of what they think is going on.
Now,
and I think that's kind of helped me.
I think so. I think it goes both ways, though. I think that that's very healthy for some people to stay off of it, but I think for other people, man, it's like their saving grace, where it's like they need that. You know, if it's somebody who's normally used to seeing family all the time or being around, thank God that these platforms exist for you to contact or see things. But then other people were like, I totally get that, where it's like, dude, you just got to start blocking things and not going on and reducing screen time and just being like, look, let me just zone out for a little bit on something else, or let me just write or read or do anything but just get all this information that like, and the tough thing is you can't just see or read something and be like, face value. You literally have to fact check everything that comes out now because you have no clue who did the due diligence or not, you know? So I don't know. So I think it works both ways. Like in your case, yeah, I think it's great. And that's why it hasn't affected you so much, because you haven't seen as much of it. And for other people, maybe they need to take a break. And for some people, it's probably their saving grace.
Yeah. And just to clarify, I meant like social media. I've been trying not to focus on too much, but I have been taking full advantage of FaceTime with my family. And,
gotcha.
And for work, like we've been using Teams, Microsoft Teams, which is for them for kind of replacing Skype, which is like, that has actually worked out really well from a communication vehicle for, keeping in touch with our coworkers. So
that's nice.
But yeah. But I've been honestly, like one of my coworkers said it best. Like they have spoken more to their parents over the past 2 weeks, who for them live in Iowa and they're in Chicago. They've spoken more to their parents than they probably have in the last 5 years over the past 2 weeks. And actually, that's kind of it's kind of like a nice thing to hear, that it's almost bringing some people a little bit closer to their loved ones.
Yeah, that's a silver lining.
Yeah, that's a silver lining in my mind. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, nice. All right, who's up?
I'm happy to go with one thing that's kind of been helping me and Rula on a daily basis is we've been making sure to just...
Whoa, Sergio, hold on. There might be children listening.
I was going to say we've been making sure to just do walks as often as possible and get out and just get a breath of fresh air and just like not be confined in a single place. I think for us, the hardest part is the fact that it's a small 1-bedroom condo. If we had a larger home and a yard and things like that, just like public spaces to enjoy, probably would be a little bit easier. But just being able to like find times of the day where there's not a lot of people out, but we go out and we walk around and just enjoy a breath of fresh air, that's been extremely helpful for us. And yes, we are binging a lot of stuff, but then we're also doing, and God bless her for being an amazing cook. I've been eating better than I've had in like years, where she's just like, she's not a vegetarian, but she doesn't care for eating meat. And she does a lot of like just healthier options for meals, where she brings in a lot of vegetables. Majority of our meals have been vegetable based, and just like she's doing a lot of Mediterranean cuisines. And it's just really cool that she's bringing all this like really good food for just making all this really good food for us. And it's like, we don't live together normally, but just because we got back from that trip and kind of had to, for circumstances, self-quarantine ourselves to my place together, I feel like I got lucky in the fact that she's staying with me and that I'm spending my time with her, and she's like bringing in all these like healthy walks and healthy food options and things like that. It's like actually been like my saving grace for helping me get through all this.
Nice. As sweet as that is, can you let the audience know that Rula can't hear everything you're saying right now? That's probably why you're announcing it as loud as you are.
Rula,
I was actually reading that from a script that she prepared for me prior to this. Side note, guys, help me.
No, I was really hoping that, like, I mean, I know Rula and I know she's a healthy person, but I was really hoping that somehow during this pandemic she wasn't, and that when you said she was a good cook and everything, I was really hoping that, Sergio, you would come out of this pandemic at like 250 pounds heavier.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Like everybody else is like scrounging for food. Sergio's like, what do you mean the pandemic? This is fantastic. I don't know. I would love that, but apparently that's not happening. But that's awesome though, man. I'm glad you guys are able to pass the time together and everything. That's cool. It's important.
Bill, what you been doing?
Well, I've been drinking. No. So W like it's like the podcast takes a depressing turn. Like, well, I've been drinking, and Megan wants to leave me, but she can't go anywhere right now. So no. That'd be funny. I'm just kidding, Meg. I know if you're listening. She can probably hear me from the next room. Like, what the hell did you just say?
She hates you so much.
She hates me right now, probably. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. She can't go anywhere. It's a pandemic. What does she want to get corona? Come on, please. She's not going anywhere. All
It's
right,
either me or the disease, baby.
she chose me over the disease. I'm a lucky man. So what have I been doing? Man, I'd love to say like, oh, I've discovered reading again and picked up a good book, but I haven't been doing any of that. I have been binging, of course, a little some Netflix movies. I really like the Netflix documentaries that are out there. I can go down the rabbit hole on those. Those are kind of fun. I want to watch Ozark. I've been playing video games in my downtime. I'm not gonna lie, enjoying that.
What you been playing?
I'm still currently. I'm on The Witcher 3 still.
Oh, you're still on? Nice.
Yeah, man.
Where are you at?
Going deep in the paint on that one. I am at Kaer Morhen. So
very nice. Very nice.
It's pretty deep in there. I'm in the 20s and levels. So, which I think is pretty far along in that game. So, not to get too nerdy on it, but I'm a professional slayer of monsters, people. I mean, what can I say? Those monsters aren't going to slay themselves, and it's a pandemic, so someone's got to do it. I will do it for you.
Yennefer or Triss?
Yen. Going Yen this first run. Yeah.
Me too, buddy.
Yeah. It's just it felt a yen. I don't know. But so there's very few listeners who are going to get that, but the ones that do, that's good. It's good stuff.
Oh no, that's popular. They'll get it.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I've been doing that. That's the game I've been playing mostly. I'm almost done with it. I feel I'm about to wrap that up, and I'm anticipating, and I hope the pandemic hasn't slowed the delivery of a game I've been waiting on. So I'm waiting on a certain remake to come to my doorstep in the next couple of weeks here. So
is it actually supposed to come out?
Yeah, April 10th. Final Fantasy VII remake.
What? Oh, man,
that game.
Because I played the demo. I played the demo and it was really good.
What's that? What'd you say?
I played the demo and it was amazing. I had I was not excited for it whatsoever. Like, how many times have you talked about how excited you were for it? And then I said, like, I don't really
But I'm a fanboy. I'm a fanboy for that.
Right. But like, I always said, I don't really care. And then like, I just decided to just download the demo when people said the demo was out. I'm like, give me this, give it a try. And I was like, oh, dude, this is good.
I can't get enough. I've been playing through the demo multiple times. I was into it. I played through the demo as a warm up, and then I'll play The Witcher a little bit.
It helped that I recently played like the first half of Final Fantasy VII or something, so it was fresh in my mind.
Yeah. So I mean, this is it's a big deal video game wise for me. I'm excited about that, and hopefully it still gets delivered on time. I mean, it's not the end of the world if the pandemic stalls it. I mean, not getting a video game on day one would not kill me, but it'd be nice if I could still have it, because apparently now this thing's the lovely state of Illinois is we're extending that shelter in place a wee bit longer. So if I have that game to keep me warm at night, I'll be okay. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. I mean, movies and video games to pass the time, and then playing with my daughter. Working from home has been actually kind of nice for that respect, because I get to have lunch with her every day, and so on my lunch break we eat, and then I get to play with her right after work. I log out and I'm already home. I don't have to do the commute.
Yeah, it's got to be nice.
It honestly is. That's if there's anything good, if there's a silver lining from having to work from home, it's definitely that. Like, that's my favorite part of the day. Not the video games and movies. Surprisingly enough, it's I honestly do. I get a kick out of I get to have a lunch date every day with Luna, and as soon as I log off my computer, I can go and play with her and give Megan, of course, a break, who is with her all day, and she's being a super mom and everything during all this. So it's awesome. It's awesome to be able to do that. So that's the silver lining, and the fact that I'm here with I get to spend time with my 2 gals and my dog. That's keeping me going. Yeah, I don't need anything else, right?
Oh yeah, Rogue has to be loving this.
Rogue is losing his mind. He's like, wait, you're not leaving? Oh. And then he goes and gets a toy every morning. He goes and, after I feed him food first for that dog, and then he goes and gets a toy. So I'm like, all right.
But Bill, you kind of tapped into something that I feel like those who are lucky enough to still have, like, be able to work from home, they've gained probably 2 hours out of their day.
Oh, I absolutely
to be able to, like, enjoy those little things where it's like you said it perfectly. Like, you can, like, send your last email of the day, log off, and you're immediately in Luna's arms, and that's awesome.
That's absolutely the best part. And like,
his baby has huge arms, so she can do that.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. Like, she used to, like, I'd come home from work, I'd open the door, and like she'd start crawling to me, So now, I just log off, and then I just go find her. She's somewhere now. I go crawl to her, so it's pretty good. It's fun. It's fun stuff. And she's a gas, man. She's stinking cute and funny. She's starting to get a little sense of humor there, which is great. She's got a little bit of sass, which could be funny. She's not, no real words yet, but you can tell what she means. You know what I mean?
How's her walking impression? Is it as good as yours yet?
Her walking impression is okay, but she can only say "da da." It breaks it up.
Da.
Right. Exactly. It's broken up and it ignores punctuation. But
da 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 da. Da, 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 da. You gotta get the whisper in. Da, da,
da. Oh yeah. We're working on it. We're actually going to start our own show. We're going to do. Me and Luna are going to do an impression every single week. It'll be a weekly show. We're gonna work on it together, and we're gonna post it on social media. We'll just do me and her doing impressions back and forth. So,
Nice.
Yeah, she's got to learn. She's got to learn sooner or later. So I don't know. But all in all, I mean, doing good. It's rough out there, but I mean, I actually couldn't be luckier, I guess, to have to be able to work from home and to get some more time, more family time. I mean, that's what we do now. It's like you're gonna adapt to the situation and you're gonna make the best out of it. And I think that's what hopefully everybody's doing. It sounds like that's what we're doing. So that's pretty awesome there. JT, I talk too much. You're up, buddy. What are you doing?
I have not adapted, and I hope the entire goddamn world explodes.
I know. I got all preachy there. Thank you for bringing me back down to earth. You go ahead.
No, I'm working from home, and I got a baller ass new laptop, so that's pretty dope.
That's good.
I'm on it right now, MacBook Pro, because I was like only half prepared going into work from home 2 weeks ago when we started. My boss was pretty pissed at me because like I couldn't sign into Adobe from my old computer. So I was like, oh shit, like I totally thought I could, but I guess I couldn't. So went to Best Buy, and then, oh man, this was probably the worst day of my life. Actually, it was one of them. It was like I was buying a new laptop, and then I was like, oh, thank God. So I can go home and go to work. And then Chase Bank sent me like one of those texts that was like, you like, is this you making this purchase? And I typed yes, like it told me to, and then it still wouldn't go through. And then like I was on customer service phone with like Chase and stuff. And then it was like after like an hour of like trying to get a hold of a human and all this stuff, I like went down the street to the actual Chase Bank and like kicked open the door and yelled at the guy.
Awesome.
I felt so bad, but I was like livid. And then like he put me on the phone with an actual human, and then I went back, then I bought the thing. I get home, I unbox my new laptop, and actually it's like new used, like open box, like refurbished or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
And I turn it on, and there's a user on there. There's like a picture of some guy's kids on there, and I'm like, what? And it's like, like asking me for a password, and I'm like, are you kidding me? So like I had to go back. Exactly. So I had to go back and like go to the Genius bar or whatever, and they like wiped it and ran diagnostics like they were supposed to in the first place and said it's fine and gave it back to me. And then I went home and started working.
Oh man. So, yeah, that's a lot just to get that set up, bro.
Yeah. So it started off pretty bad, and then the workload was ridiculous to start out with, but then like it started kind of like evening back out. And so now it's kind of like, I don't know, somewhat easy or whatever, but it's still kind of a hassle. But yeah, other than that, just been sitting inside and playing a lot of Minecraft. My buddy Vince and my buddy Jim and some other people we know, we've all been making an Old West town.
Together, you could do that on there?
Yeah, we've all been online at the same time, like using Discord from our phones to talk and like just making stupid crap in Minecraft. And been seeing my girlfriend Laura too. Like she's still coming out here. I'm still going out there, and we're pretty much like shut-ins otherwise. But yeah, taking walks with her through forest preserves and stuff like that. And I did actually finish issue 2 of Sapphire Spectre, so that's cool.
Nice.
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I got to finish writing it and finish coloring it. Yeah, like during this whole thing. So
what's the next step for that? Do you just get someone to print it, or?
Yeah, that, and like I definitely want to kickstart it first. So
that's right. You talked about that before.
Yeah, I'm looking into that. I'm this famous cosplayer, Kara Nicole, Power Girl AZ for Arizona. She lives in Phoenix, but she's gonna help me out with some of that. I became friends with her when we worked together at C2E2, so she's gonna give me some pointers and business coach me on some of that stuff. So yeah, so that's
shit, dude. It's been that long. How was C2E2? Tell us about that real quick, man.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Been that long.
That was before. That was like just when people started. Like there were probably like 3 cases in New York by the time that was.
Well, yeah, the day we flew out to Amsterdam was the first day of C2E2.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So that's like when everything was starting to happen.
Right.
Yeah, because when you guys got back from Amsterdam, that's when
it was really like kicking into gear, and it was like, oh, this is something serious.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so all right, yeah, so then that's right before it all happens. But what was it like at the booth, man? Tell us.
No, it was cool. We sold a lot of Fight Your Friends games that has Sapphire Spectre in it as a card, along with 2 other cards that I drew. So we sold a lot of that game, and Kara was there dressed as Lady Death, promoting our Lady Death game we've got coming out next year. So
I saw that. That was a badass cosplay, man.
Yeah, it was dope. And so we sold a lot of stuff and got some of it out to retailers too. So that's pretty cool.
Oh wow, man! Good for you.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Sounds like a pretty good quarantine for JT.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I did break quarantine over the weekend to hang out with Ken and Humberto though. That was good time.
You fucked up. You guys heard it here first. JT. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah,
14 days from now.
Kept coronavirus alive.
No, dude. If my siblings and cousins get a hold of this podcast, they're going to be so angry at me. They've got like a mass text going on, like I half pay attention to, but they are freaking out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't blame my brother though, because he's a cop in Elk Grove and he's actually got to deal with like a couple of deaths and stuff already. So,
well, that's the thing with Jess being at the jail, and like it's just like she comes home to me every day. You know what I mean? So there's like no way I'm going to check on my dad. I talk to him every day, but still, like it's just certain people have certain jobs. When they come home, it's like, all right, well, let's hope this doesn't go poorly.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the scariest thing about the 14-day incubation period is the second you step out of your own home, you got 14 days from that point.
Yep.
So I feel like every day is another 14 days, which is like weird.
If you run to the store and, all right, I'm going to be careful with the shopping cart. I'm going to be careful with this. It's like, yeah, but you don't know if the guy who opened your door before you walked home, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't go out a lot, but if I do go to like 7-Eleven or Jewel or something like that, like I wash my hands the instant I get home, So
yeah, dude, I'm like I'm a self-diagnosed hypochondriac anyway, so I already don't like holding things like shopping carts and stuff. Like I have to like wash my hands as soon as I get home.
Yeah.
So like when this was the whole thing was starting, and they were like telling people how to wash their hands and stuff like that. I was like, we have to tell people that? Oh my God, we are screwed.
Oh, dude, that's half the reason why it's as bad as it is.
I know. I'm like, wait, what? I can't. I'm already pretty much a germaphobe, I guess, or at least I don't know. You can. Megan will tell you all about it if you ever have a chance to ask her. I have my tics for sure. So it's like, when this whole thing started, I was like, well, I'm good. I sterilize myself every day anyway, I guess. I don't know. But still, yeah, you never know. It's wild out there where, yeah, to your point, Sergio, I mean, you don't know with that incubation period. It's just crazy. And it's crazy how much we really don't know about the virus yet. We're still learning every day. And hopefully we're, going to be on the other side of the hump soon, so to speak, and we're going to be going, flattening the curve. That's the other phrase that's, that we're learning too, right? So hopefully that's starting to happen, but we'll find out soon enough.
Quick question. I feel like everybody kind of, said their piece. We're talking about what we've been doing. Is there anything that anyone has not been doing during this quarantine?
Are you implying like showering every day?
Not showering, but dude, I have not shaved since we landed back in the States.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna let this thing go because normally I'm behind the bar working at the restaurant and I gotta be groomed, and I gotta tell you, man, I haven't shaved and I haven't been able to get a haircut either. So I'm just I got a side going right now. It's just I got a whole new look that I'm not used to.
When we post this podcast, you need to post some pictures of yourself, Tony, when we post this podcast.
Dude, I was in a store. Jess and I had to run to a grocery store the other day, right? She turned around to look for me and looked past me at first, and she started. She's like, "I didn't even recognize you."
I thought you were a murderer stalking me.
I was like,
just send a picture of Burt Reynolds on the rug.
That's what I'm gonna post. That's me. Yeah, that's me.
Dude,
I wish I looked like that.
Now like, that's really funny you said that, Tony, because just today, and Megan is totally against this, but just today I'm like, I have the urge to shave. Like I've had this beard going for I don't even know. I mean, I keep it maintained and I haven't let it go, but I don't know. I feel like I've just this weird feeling came over me today. I'm like, I have the sudden urge to I almost want to shave my head and shave my beard.
Dude, hold on, wait. Am I the only nerd who is like, I wake up in the morning, we go on our walks, I take a shower, I get dressed, I trim my I don't have a beard, but I just keep the short stubble. And then I sit down and I work because I feel like I need to maintain. Actually, hold on. Here's the funny thing.
Yeah, I was 15 years ago, people would have called you a metrosexual.
No, yeah, probably. But here's the thing that I've been doing today. So today I jumped online because it's I feel like I need to have shoes on in the house. This sounds so stupid. I want shoes for the house. Right now in my mind, I'm calling them my Mr. Rogers, where it's for me to start my workday, I want a pair of shoes to put on, but I don't want to wear the shoes that I'm wearing outside. So I'm going to order just a pair of generic black shoes that I could put on. So I feel like I've started my day.
Oh, so you just want a pair of house shoes, right?
Yeah, like house shoes.
Yeah, you're nuts. You're nuts.
Yes, you're crazy. Sergio, do me a favor. Yeah. Take out your headphone for a second. I need to speak to the other guys. No, I need to talk to the other guys. Okay.
No, Sergio, I get what you're saying. That's
Sergio has lost it.
He lost it a long time ago.
Gone stir crazy.
I'm coining the phrase Mr. Rogers. It's house shoes.
House shoes. Those Mr. Rogers shoes. Yeah. Dude, I wake up, I make the bed, I go downstairs, I make coffee, I fold things, I do I'm still doing stuff. I usually throw on jeans for like half of the day because I feel like that's better than just wearing sweats all day. But I understand what you're talking about. I don't think that's necessary, but I understand it.
You put
I don't
jeans
feel
on?
like-
What a dork.
I put on dress pants.
You do not
I've
put
already
on-
laid out the shirt and tie I'm wearing for our all-staff conference call on Friday, which is like a video call.
I
I
saw
feel like I need to maintain some sort of reality
dude. I
that
saw
I used to know.
no. I saw like a meme or something somebody posted on like Instagram or whatever that was like to those of you still wearing jeans at home, what are you trying to prove to anybody?
No, I get that, but also like, dude, I'm ripping up walls at my house. I'm doing shit like I can't just wear
that's
sweats
true.
all day.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like I understand what you're saying, but I don't know. You can't wear sweatpants all day, or if you can, good for you.
I can.
I can, man.
I'm wearing like my Blackhawk Swish pants pretty much every day.
Dude, right now I've got sweats on and like a shirt that's 3 times bigger than it should be on me, but like it's also 10 o'clock at night and I'm recording a podcast.
Right.
I mean, there's an easy joke there, Tony. Come on.
Yeah, but
man.
for my job, all I have to do is like cut video of people whining about the stock market. So
Did they lose all their money?
yeah, pretty much.
That's mean. I won't be mean. I'm sorry. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we get it. Video's over. We get it. Oh my god. So where was I? Oh
Right,
yes.
Tony just sent a picture.
This is how I look now. What happened to me?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
you're like Star Trek evil Tony.
Bizarro Tony.
Yeah, Bizarro Tony.
Wow, I don't think your your beard's never been that big
No.
since I've met you.
Never.
And your hair, you usually keep it high and tight. You're looking shaggy there, dude. For you.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird, man. Because it might be it's another month before I go get a haircut at least.
I need a haircut real bad. I'm starting to look like Steve the Hair Harrington from Stranger Things. Like
Dude.
if I run my hand through it and then like fluff up the back a little, I've got like just a total ridiculous 80s thing going on.
All right, well, you're gonna need to post a picture of that when I post a picture of this.
I'm gonna shave my head and post a picture.
God, I really hope you go full Howie Mandel on your germaphobeness and lose your shit.
Seriously. Well, seriously, because I really think that's playing into. I think in my mind right now,
No, go Howard Hughes.
it's it's like I can't go get a haircut or whatever, and so it's like what am I gonna do? Oh well, I'll shave my beard then.
Oh my God, Megan's gonna come home one day and it's just gonna be you and Luna are gonna have shaved head. That's gonna be hilarious.
Oh God.
Yes.
Me and Luna. Oh my God. Yeah, babe. This is the apocalypse. It's okay. Just come inside. The leader told us to shave our heads. Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna shave my head, but we'll see. Maybe a mohawk though. Mohawk would be better. That'd be fun. Why not? You got to go tribal during these pandemic times. Let's go tribal. It'd be fun.
Sergio, wait, you're wearing dress pants and a V-neck right now?
Yeah.
Guys,
This is what I wore all day. This is what I dressed up for when I woke up this morning. Took a shower.
Really?
Got
That's
dressed.
great. Serge,
I took the shoes off.
Great. No, Serge, that's great. He's lost it. He has lost it.
Completely, yes. JT's fucking pomp. Dropping drawers for pompadours, man. Jesus Christ.
So you got to post a picture so that we can let our viewers see what we were actually all wearing during this podcast.
Yeah, you really should take a selfie right now. It'll be hilarious.
Oh, I don't want to.
Do it, Bill. Do it. The three of us did.
Yeah.
All right, I see it. God damn it. All right, fine. Hold on. Somebody else talk while I'm doing this. God.
No, we're good. This is funny.
Is this where we transition out? Like, do we, while he's taking this picture, Tony, do we do the outro?
Do we have anything else to talk about? Has anybody come up with a cure for this?
You see me personally on my part?
Listen to Kick-A-Rock.
I've been in the lab. I mean, with like some
Dude, my friend's wife is a scientist in a lab. They are working on it in her lab.
oh,
Like
gotcha.
it's crazy. So when she goes into work, when she's going through different spots, she's got to wear like that full blown crazy yellow hazmat suit. Like it's nuts.
I've got a Bunsen burner and some Mountain Dew Code Red.
Dude, don't fucking go past fucking 48 joules. Fuck.
Jowls.
Right, well,
1.21
thanks.
gigawatts.
Gigawows. Gigawow. All right, Bill,
Tony,
why don't you
no,
just
no.
set
Tony,
this up?
Tony, I got to tell you that you've been making like not a lot of sense tonight, and it's pretty great.
Oh, okay, good.
I really want you to like. You've just been saying things that it's like a child on acid, and I really want you to write one of your toaster type sketches while in this state.
Well, I am sitting in a room that's paneled with fake wood right now. This might be the perfect spot for me to do so.
I feel like you could jam out some truly Dada scripts.
Some truly Dada. Yeah, I could probably handle knocking something out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I think we all could. Let's all pitch something in a week, and it'd be just like, okay, I had a dream, and I woke up and I wrote about it, and I'm freaking out. And
I had a fever dream. I got an idea. Here we go.
Basically.
All right. Well, that sounds good. Well, anyway,
Bill looks scared that he took his own picture.
Right?
I was trying to figure it out.
He didn't know what he saw.
I was like, "What? That's me. That's what I look like. I got to shave everything." All right. Well, that's let's wrap it up. I think we've all said our piece for this one. We're all clearly going stir crazy. So, Tony, wrap us up. Take us out, man.
This has been Kickerrock.com. Oh no. No, this has been Kickerrock's podcast 2 Drink Minimum. Thanks for listening. We've been drinking, thinking, and talking shop and chicka chicka bow wow cow now. 6 feet social distancing. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Wash your fucking hands.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode of 2 Drink Minimum. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it, especially with everything going on. We'd love that you guys are doing that. Remember to like and subscribe and download our podcast on your favorite podcast medium of choice. We're on iTunes. We're on Spotify. Hey, comment, reach out to us on Facebook. Let us know what you're doing during this pandemic to get on and to survive. And thank you again for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We love you all. This has been 2 Drink Minimum. We've been drinking, thinking, and talking shop. Cheers, everybody.